Everyone, welcome to today's live. This is the first time I am using this software, so hopefully everything is going to the right place. My name is Gwen Lane. If we've never connected, I help influencers, content creators, and entrepreneurs monetize their influence to 6 or 7 figures with premium partnerships and digital offers. So, first of all, hello, welcome. Let me know if you're here on the chat. Let me know if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I am using this new streaming service that goes to all three places. So, today I want to talk about the 5 steps to break your income ceiling as an influencer. And in this episode, I want to talk about the influencer income ceiling and what happens when you get stuck there and how you can break out of it. I see so many influencers fall into the same trap and make the same mistakes, and they're unable to be a full time content creator or get to six figures and beyond in their business. And I don't want that to happen to you. So, first of all, I'm talking to influencers, content creators, and entrepreneurs who are already building and growing their audience. Most of them have already worked with brands before, but they're not making the revenue they want in their business. So if that sounds like you, let me know in the comments or in the chat if that is you, because I'd love to know who is experiencing that in their business right now. So the first step to break your income ceiling as an influencer is really to stop trading time for money. We start our business as influencers wanting more time and more freedom. And the problem is we usually start falling into a trap of trading time for money, leaving us in the same exact place where we started. So, if all of your business relies on having one partnership here and there, you are actually trading your time for money, and your income will only grow if you work more hours and secure more partnerships. So, it becomes a trap. And let me know if that sounds like you, where you wanted to start this business because you wanted to stop working more, but you find out that the only way to make more money is to work more hours. So the thing is, you're probably accepting collabs, or you're charging low prices for one-off brand deals, and you're scared of trying new things. But the thing is, this business model is not scalable, because in order to earn more, you have to work more. And we all know that we have a limited number of hours in the day. And once you've reached your maximum hours of work, you would have reached your income ceiling. And the thing with influencers is we only have a limited number of promotional slots in our content, right? Because if we're always promoting a brand, then our feed, our channels become a sales catalog, and we don't want to be promoting every little thing every single day. And so there are huge influencers out there that I've seen, that I've talked to, who are barely making $1,000 a month or even $5,000 per month, because they are stuck in this trap. They don't have a scalable business model, and therefore they are trading their time for money. Does this sound like you? Let me know in the comments, because I really want to know who is experiencing this. Because I see this happen to influencers all the time, and it really pains me and pisses me off. I talked about this on my Instagram today, that it is pissing me off that I can see so many talented, impact driven influencers like you, who want to help more people, who want to, inspire people, empower people with their content, but they're not able to do this full time, and they're not able to generate the revenue that they want so that they can focus on their business. So, what I want you to do is to stop doing this, right? I don't want you to experience the burnout and wait for that burnout where you're doing so many things and you're unable to actually take action and take the action that you need to take to shift these things. So I have several clients that I work with inside of my program, Seven Figure Influencer, who are making $5,000 to $10,000 a month every single month, even with less than 100,000 followers, even 50,000 followers. Why? Because their revenue isn't tied to the number of followers they have, but to a scalable business model that doesn't require their time investment to grow. So Really, that's the first step, is really making sure you're not trading your time for money and figuring out a way to scale your business model so that you are not working more hours to make more money. So now let's talk about step 2. What you really need to do is go from one-off brand deals to premium partnerships. So there is a better way to work with brands you love. In fact, I was able to generate $100,000 in revenue just by doing the shift in my influencer business. I knew that I wanted to go full time in my content creator business, and I wanted to quit my job in digital marketing, and I had to find a way to make it sustainable so I knew where my revenue was coming from every single month. And to do that, I took the big and scary leap from going from one off brand deals to premium partnership. And this leap really helped me break the income ceiling, but it also meant that I had to say no more times than I was able to say yes. And I also had to hear no more times than I heard yes. And yes, this sounds uncomfortable. And that's the thing with growth, right? You really need to conquer that fear to experience that growth. And all those mindset issues I experienced, the fear of rejection, the fear of change. But that's the thing. If you want to grow, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. And growth produces fear because it's new, it's unknown. And so, what was bigger than my fear was my desire to become a full time content creator, to create a sustainable, profitable business that gave me the freedom to be where I wanted to be, to work from anywhere, to travel, to spend time with family, and to do all of that. And so I really knew that I had to make this shift. And so I did that by raising my rates and taking into consideration the amazing value I was already providing to each brand I worked with. So if you are thinking about raising your rates, you probably are already in a place where you want to shift that. And you already probably provide that value. You're just not communicating it to the brands themselves. And really, it's not just about posting, right? We do more than posting. There's brainstorming the ideas, there's doing the actual shoot, there's styling the shoot, there's editing, there's writing. We do so much more in content creation that we give ourselves credit for and that brands give us credit for. But it is up to us as the business owner, the service provider, to communicate that to brands. And so really I changed how I offered and packaged my services. And I went from offering one-off brand deals to providing long-term partnership packages with premium rates. And so once I was able to create that, I knew that I was able to serve brands better by showcasing their products to my audience in a regular basis, in a long-term and authentic way. And it actually worked better for the brand because they didn't have to continue to work with new influencers and have new agreements and things like that. And so I was providing that value for them, and they were happy to work with me on a long term basis. So, listen, I'm not saying this was easy. There was a lot of negotiation back and forth and communication involved before I secured those premium partnerships, but things really shifted because I had changed. I changed my mindset, the way I pitched partnerships, and I decided that I wanted to grow my business to a certain point where I could do this full time and generate the revenue that I wanted in my business. So if this is sounding like you, let me know in the comments because I definitely want to hear from you if you are relating to being stuck in this place and you know that you want to grow and you're now willing to take this uncomfortable action and be willing to stay committed to your goals because it is not always easy. And in the end, you are the boss, right? You are the owner of your life, your business, your future. So you get to decide where you're going to be 12 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And it's up to you if you want to get started now because it does take time to set things up and to make sure these things happen and to make those decisions that later on will be the best things for your life. And so let's talk about step 3. This is launch and sell your digital product. So I'll be 100% honest with you. This is where you become unstoppable. This is where I 10x even more than that my business after I added digital products to my income streams. So just imagine what would happen if you could have unlimited inventory of one product to sell. It means that once you create it, you can sell as many of those, and you can sell it even while you're not actively selling it yourself and doing manual labor, right? This is what you will experience when you decide to offer digital products and introduce that into your revenue stream. So I see a lot of influencers that just stick to brand deals and they grow this audience that needs their help right now, and they're not offering them any of their help. And the thing is, there's already an audience that you have as a content creator who are experiencing challenges, that already know, trust, and like you. And this is where you can set up and have a strategy to sell and offer a digital product. And the thing is, there's no limit for your growth here. There is no income ceiling. You get to decide how much and how fast you want to grow. When you just set up a digital product the right way, you are able to invest a fixed amount of hours and serve as many people as you want in a deeper level than you can in your social platforms. Not only did I break my income ceiling, but I was able to serve my audience with my knowledge, my expertise, and really make an impact on a deeper level. That's what I love about having a digital product, is that it's something that I already love to do. It's something that my audience already needs, and it created sustainability and profitability in my business. So, this is definitely one way or one step you can take right now to break your income ceiling in your influencer business. Step number 4, this is where we get into the good stuff. This is set up an automated sales process. So the revenue my digital product generated grew exponentially after I installed an automated sales process in my business. I do not want to be selling 24/7 manually, in my DMs, on calls and things like that. I wanted to create a way that, people can get the help that they needed and I can generate revenue. So it's a win-win situation for both parties. So I was able to get to 10K months after 6 months of setting up my automated sales process. And then we got to 15K, 23K, 45K, 67K, and eventually we were able to hit 100K months while I was still working the same amount of hours. And when I created this shift, I was able to travel, take breaks, to take better care of my health, go to yoga class, to be more present with my loved ones, all because I didn't have to worry anymore about where my income was coming from. So this sales process really helped me enjoy even more of the premium partnerships I was accepting, because I could handpick and really pick and choose and be selective about the brands that I was working with. I didn't have to settle for brands that maybe I didn't feel like working with, but I was worried about the revenue. Have you been there? Let me know in the chat, or let me know in the comments. So don't get me wrong, having an automated sales process, it's not magic. It is about, a true combination of testing and refining marketing strategies, as well as putting systems in place that could help me serve more people without investing more hours. And it's really about taking the time and having patience to build and set it up. And once I had it, then I was able to generate revenue while I was traveling, or even sleeping, or hiking, or camping, and all the things I love to do. So I'm going to share a little tough love here. If your business can't generate income while you are not working, you have a job, not a business. And if you want or desperately need a business that can scale to multiple 6 figures or 7 figures, your business needs to sell on autopilot. Now, it does take time to settle and set up an automated sales system that converts followers into paying customers. But once you do, you only need to get in front of the right people over and over again. And so many times I see influencers focusing on vanity metrics like followers, likes, and views, but none of that really impacts your business if you have no strategy in place to send those people in order to serve them in a deeper way while they become your clients. So until you do this, until you install an automated sales process, you will have a very challenging time getting to 6 or even 7 figures. So, Seven Figure Influencer is the fast track to seven figures because as soon as you join the program, we start building your automated sales process so that you can sell on autopilot without having 100,000 followers. This system doesn't require you to have a huge following in order to grow. And so, the fifth step that I want to talk to you about today about breaking your income ceiling as an influencer is to invest in growth. And though this may not sound like the sexiest step, this is the one that has accelerated my growth and broken my income ceiling many, many times because investing in yourself, your business, your education is the one thing that you will never regret because it can never be taken away from you. And when done right, you will see a return on that investment for years to come. So I always attribute getting past my $1 million mark in revenue to the investments I have made in my business and myself. And I want to ask you, how have you chosen, how to grow? How have you decided to grow your business and how will you invest? Because anything requires an investment, right? Whether that's the time, money, energy, all of that is an investment in your business. When you are doing 3 to 10K months and you want to scale your business, my first recommendation is definitely to invest in yourself and invest in something that will impact directly your sales and investing in getting the skills you need to sell of what you already offer. Ideally, you want to invest in a program where you can learn how to automate and how to set things up strategically so that you can start growing your income and eventually help you build a team so that you can delegate and focus on the things that you really want to in your business. So, let me tell you about investing. My first investment was scary, right? Although I had the certainty that I needed that my program is going to grow my business, I was nervous about putting down that money, right? Because of course, in the beginning, you may not know your business trajectory yet. You're kind of scared of, what's going to happen. Is this going to work for you? But really, what I learned to do is really trust myself and know that I was going to do the work and take the action and implement what I learned in through my investments to grow my business. So as a coach, I've seen over the years that oftentimes the influencers who are the most uncomfortable making that investment in their business are the ones who see the return the fastest and they are ready to hit the ground running. They're ready to invest and in themselves and they have a vision that where they see their business going to be in the next 12 months or beyond. And most likely you will never feel like you are truly ready, right, to invest in your business. Just have in mind that in order to attain the results that you want to see in the next 12 months or more, you really have to plant that seed today. If you do want a flourishing business in 12 months, you have to take those uncomfortable steps and take that action, even if you don't feel ready. And the more you delay acquiring the skills you need to run a successful business, the more growth will delay to manifest in your life. So if you're ready to break the income ceiling in your influencer business and start generating 6 or 7 figures, then I do invite you to apply to Seven Figure Influencer, my 12-month business program designed specifically for content creators, influencers, and entrepreneurs who want to build a sustainable and profitable business. Head to sevenfigureinfluencer.com to learn more and apply now.